Hello, this is Sarah Braasch. Welcome back to my channel. So I just wanted to do a quick video, impromptu video, and I wanted to talk about something. I've made a decision, and which will probably surprise a lot of people, and other people won't be surprised, because I've been talking about this, going to church. I've been going to Catholic Mass, Roman Catholic Mass, been going to a Roman Catholic church, and I have received a lot of solace and succor from doing so, and it's meant a lot to me. And I just go there, and I just bawl. I just cry. I just cry over everything that's been lost and that's been destroyed. And I just try to just give it to God. I try to just give it to God and just embrace the fact that I really do believe that I'm on a God-given and God-guided mission. And I'm being guided by my beautiful red-haired guardian angel brothers, Aaron and Jacob. And I believe that I was meant to endure and survive this nightmare, barely survive, but survive this nightmare so that I can make positive changes in the world. I absolutely believe that. And so I've decided to become a Roman Catholic. And I don't know all that entails, but that's what I've decided to do. And I think most people know that I was raised in a misogynistic cult. Misogynistic but racially integrated cult, the Jehovah's Witnesses. And I mean, this probably played some small role in my decision, but Leah Remini is Catholic, and she thinks it's important for children to be raised in a faith with, a moral framework to guide them. And she actually, of course, was part of, she had her show, her Emmy-winning show, Scientology in the Aftermath, and she was part of the Scientology cult. And they actually did, I think because so many Jehovah's Witnesses were watching Scientology in the Aftermath, and it was so therapeutic for them and cathartic for them, and so many Jehovah's Witnesses were writing her and commenting online on social media, myself included, when I had a Twitter account. Anyway, so that they actually did an episode, a long episode on the Jehovah's Witnesses. And of course I watched it and I loved it. But anyway, so she actually was on an episode, Leah Remini was on an episode of Joe Rogan, and she talked about returning to Catholicism. And she was talking to Joe Rogan, and she said, no, I don't regard Catholicism as a cult. And he just kind of couldn't believe that she said that. And she said, no, it's not a cult. She said, I want to go to church, I go to church. I don't want to go to church, I don't go to church. If I want to go to church and I want to light a candle and I want to pray, I go and I do it. And no one treats me any differently if I choose not to for a couple weeks and then I come back. I am always welcome, and there's no pressure. There's no pressure. I don't have to do anything I don't want to do, but I'm still a Catholic and I'm still embraced whenever I do go. And she said, that's the antithesis of a cult. That's the antithesis of a cult. It's not a cult. And I really liked that idea, and I feel the same way. I feel the same way. When I want to go to church, I go to church. I'm embraced, and I'm loved, and I'm welcomed. And when I don't want to go to church, I don't go to church. And I feel the same way. I want to make a donation. When I go, I make a donation. If I don't, I don't. I feel the same way. And I feel very much like, I am open to the idea of God and a higher power, and a huge part of that is the fact that I'm in constant communication with my guardian angel brothers, Aaron, James, and Jacob Michael. And I know that. They guide me. After Jacob's suicide, when I was living in Paris, France, I went to a witch doctor, and she told me that the reason why Jacob left this world was so that he could help me do the work that I need to do, and I absolutely believe it. Because Aaron and Jacob give me my best philosophical ideas. They visit me in my dreams and they tell me what to do. And it's right. And I'm doing unorthodox work, but it's right. I know it's right. But anyway, so my makeup is looking super cray-cray right now. It's time for me to take it off and go to bed. Who cares? I don't care. So anyway, that's a huge part of why I've decided to become a Catholic. I love going to a Roman Catholic church, and it is so beautiful, and I love the Mass, and I love the prayers, and I love the rituals, and I love it. And I feel welcomed and loved and comforted there. And I get so much comfort from it. And I love it. Oh, and a dear friend of mine sent this to me. It's a homemade, handmade cross. Is that crocheted? I guess that's crocheted. And I think it's so beautiful. It was made by the Minnesota Cross Lady. And I think it's so beautiful. And here's the back of it. And I love this so much. Isn't that beautiful? So a dear friend of mine gave that to me. Sent that to me. And I love it so much. So anyway, that's what I've decided. And I'm really happy with my decision. And another huge part of why I've returned to religion is simply because my religious friends stood by me. After the Living or Not Being While Black hate crime hoax at Yale University, when I was being vilified and defamed on a global scale, my life was being destroyed. I had to go into hiding. I was suicidal. And for the most part, my religious friends stood by my side. And they said, "We know who you are, Sarah. We know you. We know you would never engage in racist behavior. We know that you would stand up for us in a heartbeat." And they knew that because they'd seen me do it. They'd seen me stand up for an evangelical black man, our only person of color job candidate at Yale for a tenure-track position in spring 2015. They watched me risk my career at great personal cost, and I stood up for his federal civil rights, his religious expression rights, even though I was an anti-religion advocate, because that's my profound commitment to civil libertarianism. And I would do that for anyone. It was the right thing to do, and I would do it again in a heartbeat, even though it led to so much misery and suffering for me. And my religious friends, for the most part, stood by my side after the Living or Not Being While Black hate crime hoax at Yale. And for the greater part, not across the board, but for the greater part, my secular humanist friends betrayed me. People whom I considered friends and colleagues, whom I would have believed would have stood by my side until the bitter end, they didn't just throw me under the bus, they actively attempted to profit off of the destruction of my life and career. Jennifer Barty, the editor of The Humanist at the American Humanist Association, she turned 2018 into a cottage industry out of destroying my life and career and telling disgusting lies about me. She created a cottage industry out of defaming me. And it broke my heart because I thought of her as a friend and a mentor, and it broke my heart. It broke my heart. I'll do another video about that. I'm going to do another video just about that, and also about how she awarded Ijeoma Oluo the Feminist of the Year award, and that was all about defaming me too and telling disgusting lies about me and putting my life in grave danger. But I'll do another video about the American Humanist Association and Jennifer Barty and The Humanist and what they did to me. But anyway, for the greater part, my secular humanist friends betrayed me. They betrayed me. And now I don't believe that secular humanism instills integrity. And I do believe that religion does instill integrity and loyalty. My religious friends have integrity, and they don't just throw someone off or throw someone under the bus just because it's politically expedient or because they can make money from doing so. And that's integrity in the difficult situation. Do you stand up for what's right, even if it's unpopular? And my religious friends across largely did that, and my secular humanist friends largely did not do that. Did not do that. And that's a big part of why I've decided to return to religion and to become a Catholic as well. So I'm very happy with my decision, and I will continue to keep you all posted as I continue on my journey. So anyway, I'll have a ton of links below, including my PayPal me and GoFundMe links, and please support me as I continue to fight for justice and light and truth. And yes, I love you all so much. Okay, take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.